Father's love. How extravagant is the love of God. How can we know how much God loves us? He loves us beyond what we can imagine, for he spared not his son Jesus to die on the cross for us. He would rather have nothing, though he created the heavens and the earth and everything in it, for we are much more valuable and important than any of his creations. Anyone who feels that you are hopeless or worthless, God is your hope, and you are of great importance and worth to him. He would rather die just to save you, and he would rather have nothing so that you can have everything. That is how much God loves us, yet we may never know nor comprehend how much God loves us. Christ, who was born into this world to redeem mankind so that we can be with God. No life is too broken for God to love, nor sin is too severe God cannot forgive. Whosoever is broken-hearted and having broken lives, feeling lost or hopeless, can come and taste the sweetest of God's love for you. So come to the Father just as you are. He will take you just as you are because of his great love for us. The parable of the prodigal son. Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32. Then he said, a certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falls to me. So he divided to them his livelihood. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together, journeyed to a far country, and there wasted his possessions with prodigal living. But when he had spent all, there arose a severe famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Then he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed swine. And he would gladly have filled his stomach with the pods that the swine ate, and no one gave him anything. But when he came to himself, he said, how many of my father's hired servants have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was still a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your sight, and am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, Bring out the best robe, and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand, and sandals on his feet. And bring the fatted calf here, and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. For this my son was dead, and is alive again. He was lost, and is found. And they began to be merry. Now his older son was in the field, and as he came and drew near to the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants, and asked what these things meant. And he said to him, Your brother has come, and because he has received him safe and sound, your father has killed the fatted calf. But he was angry, and would not go in. Therefore his father came out, and pleaded with him. So he answered, and said to his father, Lo, these many years I have been serving you. I never transgressed your commandment at any time, and yet you never gave me a young goat, that I might make merry with my friends. But as soon as this son of yours came, who has devoured your livelihood with harlots, you killed the fatted calf for him. And he said to him, Son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. It was right that we should make merry and be glad. For your brother was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share.